Hey guys, welcome back to Bella Boo's Lunches, or if you're new, welcome. Today we are making taco bake. This is such a delicious recipe. It's very simple to make and your family's gonna love it. Now, one thing I do like about this recipe is you can make it large for a larger family, or you can make it small for, like me and Bella. Today we're just gonna make it like mediocre. So I have got 1 pound of beef on my stove right now, browning. And then we are going to use some guacamole, cheddar cheese, black beans, black olives, lettuce, cream cheese, salsa, sour cream, taco seasoning. I just always buy whatever's cheap. Did I say tomato already? And an onion that I have diced up. For the meat, I'm going to add the taco seasoning to that. I'm also going to add black beans and some of this onion. I'm going to only add about I'd say about 3/4 of the onion, and then I'm going to save the rest so I can sprinkle on onion onto my taco bake because I really like that oniony flavor. Also, I would like to thank Kenley for sponsoring this video. They have this beautiful taco platter. It is gorgeous, and on it is printed, so if you don't know what to put in the sections, you can just put what they have already suggested. We're going to switch it up a little bit. The center, the purpose is for you to put your tortillas. We're actually going to load this up with our lettuce. And then in all of these sections, we are going to put different things. Some of the things that we kind of already talked about. So thank you, Kenley, for sponsoring this video. And let's get on to making our taco bake. One more ingredient, Doritos. You need Doritos or Tostito chips, or like tortilla chips. Either one is fine. We're just gonna go with the Doritos today. All right, so my meat is practically browned. I'm going to add as much of the onions as falls off my platter. That's about perfect. So I'm gonna stir those onions in and then finish browning the meat the rest of the way. So now my beef is fully browned and cooked. I've added my onion and sauteed that in there a little bit. I'm going to add in my entire pack of taco seasoning. All right, so here is my water. And now I will bring this to a simmer, and the sauce will just kind of absorb in and coat the meat. Now to my taco meat, I'm going to add my drained and rinsed black beans. I always rinse them off because when they're in the can, they have that black goo. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. So I always rinse it off and just add my black beans now to my meat. While our meat is cooking, we are going to make a cream cheese and salsa mixture. You're going to add salsa to your cream cheese. This is all going to be to taste. So I typically do about 1/2 cup of salsa to 1 block of, well, maybe that's 3/4 of a cup, to 1 block of cream cheese. And you're going to just mix this together. It works best if you can mix this in a mixing machine. A mixing machine?
A mixer.
A mixer. Get your mixing machines out, guys. So I'm going to go and mix this up.
In a mixing bowl thingy.
With my mixer machine. All right, I got that all mixed up nicely. Cream cheese and salsa. That's all that there is to that. And now I'm going to dice up a few tomatoes. All right, next, what you're gonna do is you're going to take your casserole dish and you are going to put your chips in the very bottom. I do about 1/2 bag of chips for a big 9x13 pan. Now, if I was making this just for me and Bella, we would use an 8x8 square pan and 1/2 pound of beef. If you're making it for your family, make as many of these as you want, I guess. And adding those beans also makes your dish go a little bit further. Okay, so now you're gonna smush these down. I don't wanna get my hands all orange, so I'm gonna put some gloves on. Okay, so I'm just going to smush them down. They don't need to be little tiny crumbs. You're basically just wanting them to lay flat. lay down chips. And be a little bit easier to portion up. And you can add more of this if you want. Next, we're gonna layer on the meat. Now you're going to take some of your cheddar cheese, not all of it, and sprinkle it along the top. I would say if you bought a bag of cheddar cheese, you would have plenty. So like 2 cups, it'd be way more than what you would need. I'm probably putting about a cup down right now. And then maybe reserve a half of a cup for if somebody just wants to add some extra cheese. Or depending, I guess, depends on how big your family is and how much they like cheese.
Yeah.
This is about a cup of cheese that I'm adding to the top. So now we're just going to put this in the oven. It is all cooked. We basically want to melt the cheese and the cream cheese and just kind of have it all melty and bubbly for bringing it out. So let me go throw this in the oven at 354. I'm going to check it in about 15 minutes. All right, so now while we have that in the oven, we are going to start loading up our platter with all of our stuff. So this is typically how me and Bella would have our setup. We would just have everything here and we would just be going out of these bowls. Yeah. Now, if I wasn't recording this video today, in the future, this is how I will be doing it. I will not be slicing and putting into a bowl and then putting into the platter. I'll be slicing and just putting them onto the platter because this is going to be one dish to wash instead of washing all of these. Well, I don't have to wash these too. Plus, it's going to look really nice.
Yeah.
Are you kind of excited about this?
Yeah.
I am too. I think it's going to look really good. All right, so tell me, how nice does this look and how fun is this going to be?
Fun
to finish our meal. Yeah,
it's pretty.
It does look really pretty. I agree. So I am going to just stick this in the fridge and get everything cleaned up. So when I pull out dinner, I just have to pull this platter out and we are going to be good to go. Great job, Bella. Thank you so much for helping me with this.
Yeah.
Right, here it is, all hot and melty and yummy right out of the oven. It was in there for 15 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And here are all of our toppings that we can add to it. Now, if you weren't putting them on the side, you would just put them right on the top. But I like my lettuce to remain crispy and not get soggy at all. So that's why I like to, you know, add it per plate, per portion, whatever. So this plate, it's a ceramic serving plate with the dividers in it. It is dishwasher and microwave safe, and the size is 13 by 13 inches. So it is a good size platter. It is nice and heavy. So if you, let's say you decided to bring it to a park, it wouldn't blow away. I don't know why you'd bring it to a park, but you know, in case you did.
If I saw someone had a picnic party there and everything blew away.
Yeah, well, that's happened to us before. Okay, so anyway, we are gonna dig right in. We love this. We think it's delicious. And thank you so much, Kenley, for sponsoring this video. If you guys want to get one of these plates, I have a discount code. It is listed in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in our next video.
Bye!
So here's Bella making hers.
If you can't tell, I love black olives. Put it on the side, don't worry about that. And I'm not even going to eat it with the guac. I'm just going to take some chips and eat it.
Oh, okay.
Some more. I love guac.
That's a black olive if you're looking at that. I was looking at that too.
Not.
Oh, man! Always!
Well, messy.
Oh, yeah, good idea.